They never stop on time. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Forgotten OneCast. I am your host, CJP, and today we're going to talk with a young artist that he actually really puts out some really great content, both musically and with games and everything else. He's just an all-around cool dude. But before we really get into all of that, we do have to we have to pay the bills. We have to send them checks to the people that want the money. I never want to pay, but they always ask for it every time. So how's about a word from our sponsor?
Nuts.
Al Pilkington.
All
right. Are you team coffee or are you team green tea? Try coffeebrandcoffee.com and enjoy 10% off your order with promo code CJP. Coffee Brand Coffee, great coffee, no gimmicks. So yeah, check out coffeebrandcoffee.com. They've got plenty of options, not just regular coffee and not just green tea. They have all sorts of different flavors, from your white girl pumpkin spice to bourbon. So go check them out, coffeebrandcoffee.com. Real coffee, no gimmicks. So at this point, I just have one question for everyone else.
Are you ready to rock?
I know I am. And I know the person waiting backstage is definitely ready for that. So for the first time on the Forgotten OneCast, I'd like to bring on Mr. Lawrence L.J. Gilmer.
Oh, hi. No, I typed it. I was just messing with you.
Darn it!
I gotta get it. I gotta do it. I always try to be funny because he's like, "Are you ready?" I'm like, "No."
Mr. LJ, how are you doing this evening?
I'm doing well, man. I'm actually I almost low key forgot, man. I was trying to be. I was like, I almost forgot. I thought I was working tonight, and I was like, wait, I'm off. I get to go sleep. I was like, oh wait, I got a podcast tonight. I'm glad you messaged me because I'm good though. I'm good. I got the haircut. I'm chilling. I'm having a good time. I had to, wash the sheets earlier. I was just like, being an adult, getting the haircut. You know what I'm saying? Got to be all the good stuff. We're having a good time. That's it.
Yeah, except for the paying bills part. That part sucks.
Yeah, always. But you know what? I it's a perspective thing. I have money to pay the bills. So
true. That is very true. That is very true. Well, if you want to go ahead and if you want to introduce yourself to the audience, kind of what you do, where they can find you, and we'll kind of start with your musical journey. See, what is the genesis of the LG?
Right. Okay. Well, me. All right. Hey, world, what's good? It's your boy LG. I am here. Thank you so much, CJP, for having me on. Man, y'all guys can find me pretty much everywhere. On YouTube, on Twitter, on Twitch too, I think. 210LG, or still, do we call it Twitter or X? Yeah, exactly. We still say Twitter. I also, like I said, all my links have a link tree. I do have locals. I need to get onto that. I also have Patreon as well. I've been literally just been rebuilding a lot of things personally with my brand. But yeah, I do music, gaming, and real talk topics in between. And my goal is to, I want to make a living doing what I enjoy doing, and that's the plan. That's solely the plan. I want to monetize my hobbies.
Oh yeah, I mean, if you can't enjoy it, why do it?
Exactly. That's why I'm glad I got the job I have. Yeah, I'm glad I got the job I got because at least it's doing something along the lines of what I enjoy doing. That's just my thing. But yeah, so yeah, let's go ahead and get it started. I'm ready to get started whenever you guys are.
So, Dynasty Network. I was just kind of curious, what is the Dynasty Network?
Okay, that is actually something that came about or for several things. So you remember when the MCNs were a thing on YouTube? I'm kind of telling you how long I've been on this site. The machinimas, that actually came about because I was able to be I was a part of an MCN. There was a guy on YouTube called Sack and Mad Raj at one point. He was a Call of Duty streamer, Call of Duty content creator. Cool dude, real chill. And he had reached out to me. I was supporting him, and he was like, reached out to me. He's like, "Hey, you want to make your own MCN?" I didn't know you could do that. I thought it was just for the bigger people.
Mhm.
My channel was getting up there. It wasn't too big at the time. My channel was getting up there, and he was like, "Oh yeah, you want to do it?" I was like, "All right, sure, why not?" Dynasty Network was started as an MCN. It was like a mini MCN, if you will,
Mhm.
under a thing called Freedom. I think under Freedom Network, I would think it was the Freedom thing. Yeah, I don't remember names right now, but I think that's what that was. So, and that's what it was originally. It was the MCN, and it was like the idea of that was to get different content creators together. The name was based off of Dynasty Warriors, the game. I actually am pretty solid Dynasty Warriors fan, and I love the accuracy, the historical part of the Dynasty Warriors. That the fact that even though it was just a video game, it was based off of history, and like the encyclopedia in the Dynasty Warriors games was like, it was, to me, was something that was crazy because it's like, yo, they're actually basing this off of actual people. This is actually pretty cool. Like, this is dope. And it kind of reminded me of the old movies, the Chinese movies, the old Chinese Japanese movies with the Bruce Lees and all that. So that's why one of the reasons why I liked it, especially plus the one versus 100 gameplay where you're going against hundreds of people, slicing and dicing them down and all that stuff. I thought that was pretty cool too. So I was thinking of a name. He's like, "Well, what name did you want to call it?" I was like, "Well, Dynasty, okay, yeah, Dynasty Network." And because I also believe that we're all kings and queens of our craft, you know what I'm saying? And and I thought like the emperor was like a king of kings. That was the emperor was the one that the kings answer to in that region. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of felt like myself was that type of person. I was like, all right, let me call it Dynasty Warrior, Dynasty Network off Dynasty Warriors. And like I was like, really big into Dynasty Warriors at the time. Like the hardest one I played, I recently bought on PS2 on original hardware was Dynasty Warriors 6.
Oh,
On
dude, I remember
PS2.
that. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was the one where like they would surround you and stuff. Like they would surround you and do 1v1 with the general and stuff
Mhm.
like that. Yeah, they don't do that no more. They should. I
No,
think that would be
I'm
dope.
trying to remember the last actual Dynasty Warriors game that came out that wasn't a an off branch of a Nintendo property. Because I played Hyrule Warriors and I played Fire Emblem Warriors, but I haven't seen a true Dynasty Warriors in quite a while.
Well, they got 9.
Did
They
they?
have 9. Yeah, they have 9. I haven't really played much of it. Like if they try to do open world with it,
Mm,
and it's okay. It's just that in a lot of cases, the open world when I played it, it was like a lot of barren. It was like it was a good idea because you could literally go from one major battle to another, but it was like a lot of emptiness in between.
mhm.
It was weird. I have yet to beat it, honestly. Um, this was like right before I ended up, you know, having to move some years ago, or about a year ago, and I had like an older build, and I had like a lot of games on it.
What's up, Clinton?
How you doing, Clint?
Clinton, he shows up in a lot of streams that I'm either on or have been on before. So he's one of
Nice.
those great guys that interacts a lot with the creators, which I think is good because you have to
That's
have that
good.
nice symbiotic relationship with the chat and the
Right.
show. So
Right.
thank you, Clinton.
Exactly.
Love when you come by.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you. Always a pleasure.
Awesome.
Definitely.
So as a musically, kind of where
Music.
did you get your start?
Ooh, boy. Church. I got
Church?
yeah, I grew up in church, man. Yeah, I'm a church boy, man. For the most part, I grew up in that, and was one of the things that I had a feeling like I wanted to do music because, like I said, I was, my mother would tell me I was banging on pots and pans, so I would play. Like I always had a desire to like wanted to play in church. Like I was playing like drums in church. The only problem was at the time I was that the peer stuff when it comes down to church, the social stuff, and when you're not necessarily the favorite one or the one that people like it, but yet you still have that drive
Mhm.
to want to do things where what I'm saying, it's tough. So it was a lot of social stuff that was involved that I didn't really care for. The last one, the last option, the last one, the one to be picked or whatever. It's fun. Like I said, I decided to do that, and then just like I wanted to do like production because I would like listen to other albums, and I came across hip hop and rap when I was younger. Uh, Born in '87, by the way. But yeah, I came across hip hop rap when I was younger. I remember having to sneakily listen to the radio, and came across hip hop because I kind of got tired of listening to the same like music, especially with church. It was like if it's not, don't get me wrong, I love church music, but if it wasn't so and so in a so and so mass choir, that's the only kind of music that was accepted in the house. And I was like, yo,
Mhm.
like it
I
was fun.
played for many, many churches, so I feel your pain.
Yeah,
Like
I,
the same
like
church twice in 20 like once when I was in high school, and then the same church
yeah,
again now that I'm playing at.
yeah. I stopped going to church a while ago, but that's another story. We'll get to that in a minute. But
Yeah.
I it was fun. Like it was fun, but it was also weird. It kind of got a little annoying because it was like I said, if it wasn't off of one CD, there's one certain
So
popular Christian songs.
songs is the big in the white churches, so
Oh yeah.
I
Oh,
know.
I was in black churches, so you know how that goes. All the stuff the comedians were talking about were true.
I'm not gay no more. I like women. God, that clip makes me just lose it every time I see it.
Well, you know what? You said it. You said it. Oh man. Where can we wire?
He's my bass player. Yeah,
Nice.
I'm in an '80s cover band.
Oh, okay. Nice.
He also sets up all the PA stuff, so he's wiring up our wireless systems.
Mm, nice. Nice. Hey, man, going to work. I like it.
Mhm.
We on TV. We on TV. No, it's a good thing I got my haircut.
At least my
But
beard today.
yeah, there you go. See, this is
I
perfect
used to
weather.
dye it. I used to dye it, but I'm like, it's just no point anymore.
Well, I know there's somebody else on Twitter that could use that memo. There, just you kind of I don't you might have if you looked at my Twitter, you have an idea who I'm talking about.
Yeah. I've been watching drama. It's been fun.
Oh yeah, it's been fun, kind of, but but no, but like you used to do church. I used to remember listening to like I used to always listen like sneak and listen to the radio, and this is like when you had a CD player, like when you had the mixture of the CD player with the tape player.
Mhm.
And man, I used to like listen to hip hop, and I was like, man, it was so much like it sounded so much fun. And I was like, yo, this is different. And right about the time, this is right around the time when you remember Kirk Franklin when he came out. There's an artist by the
Yes.
name of Kirk Franklin.
Yeah.
When he came out with God's Property, there was a song called Stomp, one of the first songs he came out with. I remember this controversy that surrounded when that song came out. And oh man, it was crazy. The song was great. The song was a great classic song, but I remember it causing controversy because it was not the stereotypical church song.
Mhm.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So people were like, if you played it, you were heathen. You were a whole heathen debate, that thing. And that's when I also like I started listening to other things, like looking at other people's studio projects, like when Mary came out, Kirk Franklin once again. Um, People that infuse things like some like producer names like what's his name? I know he's done secular music too. I think it's dark. He goes by the name of Dark Child? I want to say. I think it's Rodney Jerkins. I want to say his name, his real name, Rodney Jerkins. Because he also used to do, I think, Christian music at one point too. But Paul PDA Moss was another gospel one that did the gospel route. There was like other people that did studio albums that had that feel to it. And it was like I said, I liked it because, like I said, to me at the time it was different. Like, and it was something that I wanted to be able to express myself with. And I, like I said, around about middle school, high school, I just started messing around with wanting to do my own productions, like making my own beats and stuff like that. So like I legit, that's like I said, music was one of the things I knew that I wanted to do growing up was that to some degree. I wanted to do music production. And yeah, it's been a journey.
Well, it's one of those things. The more musicians I talk to, the stories almost kind of start the same way. It's like I heard some music that was different than what I was hearing normally. It really piqued my interest. I was young, and then I just went to town, and I just have been doing it ever since.
Right.
I don't think I've ever talked to a musician that started young that had a break where they didn't play for like 10, 15 years. They just, even if they weren't really doing anything, they were still playing that entire time. They were still creating or doing something musically.
I was trying to, like I said, I had tried to at one point. There was a time where I did put it down for a minute. I'm not gonna lie to you. There was a time for a bit, just for a bit.
It's not a long period.
Yeah. It's never like if it's something like we try to do something regarding that, and that's one of the reasons. That's one of the things that I do, and that's why I like the job I got now. Like with DJing, that was always a fun thing. I started DJing actually. So producing is something that I've been doing that I could actually like. I've also started doing like video game remixes on my channel. Like I did Christian rap on my channel, because that's what I was doing at the time. I did a project. I have a project somewhere. It's out in the void somewhere. My gospel rap project that I did back in 2010, and I also did like a mixtape as well. I did a mixtape. And then I did an album, and I was trying to do another one, and but it just didn't happen. And this is like around about the time where I was like, leaving the church. It's an interesting thing when it comes down to stuff like that. But like I said, I also wanted to do I can't talk. I did video game tracks as well. Because I was like another thing that I wanted to do is like I like gaming and I like some of the tracks from gaming, so why not do my own thing? Like why not? So but I have like quite a bit I can show, what I'm getting everything trying to
we'd love
figure
to hear
out.
some examples because again, the whole reason I started this show was not only to promote what I'm doing, obviously, because I'm a musician. I want people to hear what I'm doing, but I want to hear other people's music. I want to, because a lot of times people aren't going to get discovered in any other way unless algorithm, you just happen to hit it at the right time and something pops.
Right, exactly. There you go.
So I like to share and spread music as much as COVID did.
But better.
I am the Wuhan Institute of Musicology here.
Right. But I'll take that over that any day. I'll drop it in private chat. Let me see. This is one of the ones that. There we go. That's one of the ones right there. I'm gonna be dropping. There's gonna be a whole lot of links in private chat eventually. But yeah, these are some of my ones that I've done. Like, yeah, this is 2013. So, the Gamers Paradise project started actually with when I was in community college. It started because I needed a project. I was taking a music production class, and I needed a project, and I was like, there was a friend of mine at the time that I knew, and he was in the same class, or like we would always game because they had like a gaming center where we would like plug in the Xbox or and play games and stuff. And he was like, he was a cool dude. And I remember he was like making music and stuff. And I reached out to him and I was like, so okay, look, I like music, you like music, let's do a project, shall we? And he happily obliged with the project. And I'm forever grateful for. Project is called Gamers Paradise because the idea was to, give people that idea, like a different version of things. So for when I do my music, I personally, I don't sample a lot. I don't. It's like sound fonts. I don't like. That was a thing that was. I'm still kind of like new to that part, like of at the time, the sound fonts and stuff like that. I was learning Logic and GarageBand and Logic at the time, actually, and Reason. But Logic was the one that I stuck with because I just love the way it works. But
I was that way with Sonar and Cakewalk because what also helped back when I was working at Guitar Center, we would get free versions of it to test it, so we could actually it's hard to sell a product if you've never used it.
Right. There you
but
go.
I still have boxes of Sonar 5 and Sonar 6 Professional. They're like 15 years out of date, but I kept them because they were free.
Right, exactly. Can't go wrong with free, right?
Yeah, no.
But my style really was like I would take instead. I would sample. I don't sample often. I'll show someone when I find someone that sample, I'll show you. But like what I would do is like, especially songs like this one that you're seeing, that doesn't have has a style of beat to it. What I'll do is I'll take it and I'll reimagine it and make a beat out of it and just figure out how I want to do it. And the style depends on however I decide to do it at the time. But let's start with
check this out. Super Mario Brothers 3 Warp Zone Remix.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Why are you not sharing audio?
Right. Yeah. At least we figured out what it was.
Yeah. Hey.
I even have a march.
There are parts of this that actually make me think of Metroid Prime.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? So
another killer soundtrack.
Right, I haven't touched Metroid Prime yet. That's the crazy part. Well, I touched Metroid, but not Prime specifically. I need to actually. I'm looking for it. Yeah, I hear what you're talking about. Yeah.
I can feel you on that, Clinton. Sometimes they really get the gas I had in there. Right. Gotta let them breathe.
I'm looking for one that I sample. Alrighty, yeah, I like that.
That was really cool, dude. I really like how it really you flew it like a song. You actually put it in those pieces instead of just being a straight remix like my dumbass does.
No, that was it. Like I said, that's why I say I reimagined it, because it's like, if I want to put a beat, like if I want to make this as a beat, like I got several, like I got a whole project of that's available for download. Gamers Paradise up to volume 7. It was the first Edman Zero, which I'm trying to find some of his as well. It was me and Edman Zero. So the first project was just tracks, remixes that I did, and then there was some that remixes that he did, and then there was some that we worked on together near the end of the project. And I'm looking for those as we speak. I'm also finding one. This next one is one of the ones that I sampled. Right. This next one is the Elfin one. This is one of the few times that I sampled. This one's more recent.
Okay. I do want to play this Goonies one first though, because it's okay. Goonies.
Okay. So what I try to do too when I show people is where I got stuff from, right? Mm-hmm. So in that description, there should be a link, and this is one of the things I try to do too, is where I get the idea from, right? So if you can make another tab and show it just for nostalgia purposes, because I do remember playing Goonies 2. I never beat it because I think this is like one of the first Metroidvanias that before Metroidvanias became a thing.
Yeah.
But it was I
never beat it either. I rented it for like almost 2 months straight and still couldn't beat it.
It was weird. Like it was just before Metroidvania was a thing, and it also had the that point and click thing, the point and click. You know what I'm talking about?
The kind of weird, almost Shadowgate areas.
Yeah, that part. So wait, that's the wrong tab. I'm so silly. One. I'm like,
well, while you're looking for that, let's play Little Goonies too.
Here's a link to the original, because what I do is I show people where I got it from, right? Here's a link to the original for Goonies, right? Before we play Goonies. That's the original one right there. If you can make another tab.
Yeah, I could do that.
Because I like showing people exactly where I got it from, and then they're like, oh, okay. Especially for this one. I've actually had people, well, I'll tell you in a minute. Go ahead.
All right, here we go.
This is the Rooms theme. Give y'all that nostalgia a little bit. Right, and this is literally the entire song. That's literally the entire song. All right, and I heard that, I was like, oh, this has got to be a good one. Right.
But that's what they actually play, just two guitars, bass and drums. So they play it as it sounds, but because they're using live instruments, it just gives it a more of a driving feel, which is really cool.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. Let's go to yours and see where the inspiration took you.
Right. This isn't sampled, by the way.
Triangle, wouldn't it? There was a snare wave there. Like,
Just layering stuff on top of it before it gets to the hook part. The hook part's about to come right about now.
you and me both, Mr. Scrambles. You me both.
Once again, this is like imagining it as like if I was to put it as a rap beat. So like,
Right.
So I'm piecing it in certain ways. The choir here is one of the things that I love. Like, once again, now that you said Metroid, I can't get it out of my head now. But
Listen, it was fun. Had that kind of almost vaporwave sound.
Yeah. And this is all in Logic, by the way.
Yeah, I've only done one sample on any of the ones I've been working on for any of the soundtrack. And that's just because there's this laugh and one of the half has to get free. There's no way to replicate that without it sounding weird, so I just ripped that one specific sound. Otherwise, everything else is cool enough. This is just the kind of music you want to have on in the background when you're working. You just want something to play, keep you motivated.
Yeah. And then I like my little breakdowns because I could just like play with it. Yeah, and I ended it with the with the door closed.
Nice. Well, and actually, I was going to show you this, just kind of because what I love about music is different people interpret things different ways.
Okay.
So it's like having a recipe for something and then seeing what different people do with that recipe.
Yeah.
But this is one I heard years ago from, like I said, it's a group called The Advantage.
Okay. I like that actually. Okay. Yeah. That driving beat, the off off, but the off brand driving beat, I like that. Why did was having fun with that?
Yeah, that's how and I like how they switch it up. Some of the people,
Yeah.
yeah, you see what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
it's so a lot. That's why I love hearing different versions of things because you never know how someone's going to interpret something.
Right. Oh man,
That's the beauty of music.
I love it. I love it.
It's like what I was talking with DeBrute Daniels a couple months ago, and he made the best analogy. He said music is exactly like food; it is meant to be shared.
Yes, I can agree with that. I can definitely agree with that.
I really hate when people box you in, like you have because you're this certain demographic, you have to listen to this certain type of music. I'm like, no, I don't.
You don't. Nah, you don't.
Why should I have to?
Right, and it's worse when people just go along with it too. That's the crazy part about it.
Like, why should I be stuck only eating Golden Corral when they've got Chinese buffet over here? You've got Mexican back there. You've got Italian over there.
Exactly. You got all this type of food that's meant to be eaten and enjoyed. You may not. There are certain things you may like, certain things you may not, but at least take the time to enjoy it. You
shouldn't gatekeep food, and you shouldn't gatekeep music.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair. That is totally fair. But yeah, I do have one where I sampled, and I'm gonna show you that one that I sampled, the Elfin Live one. That's a little bit more recent, and then I want to share this other one that I have. See, now you got me in the share mood now. There's this one where
that's the whole point. That's all we're here. We want to share music.
Exactly. I like it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Let me get this one shared.
Yeah, that's the Elfin. So if you haven't heard the Elfin, you probably may have to look at that on your own. I don't know if you'll get hit with a copyright for that one.
This one? Oh, okay.
Well, no. I'm talking about the original where for the original.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I haven't got hit with copyright on this, so if you've heard the original, we'll go ahead and play it. Go ahead and play it.
The Dynasty.
Yeah, I love that sample. I was like, oh my god, I had to do something with this.
I love the anime. I've got my copy right around the corner on DVD.
Real simple. That was real simple. That, like I said, one of the few times I sampled. And I had to, like, there was one I had to say. I was like, I like the because a friend of somebody that I knew that was doing parodies, like it was right about the time they were doing those parodies, like Team 4-Star type parodies.
Right.
But this one, it was more of like what they call hood parody. It was like, a lot of like, hood jokes and stuff like that, like a lot of ethnic stuff. Like it was funny.
Things that would probably go just straight right over my head.
Yeah, it was fun shit, but it was funny shit. It was funny shit though. And they pulled that one, and I was like, yo, what song is that? For the longest time, I could never know what song it was. And then when I finally figured it out and I finally heard about it, and I listened to it, like somebody gave it to me, and I was like, yes. And I was like sitting there listening to it. I was like, I gotta figure out what to do with this beat. I gotta make a beat of it somewhere. But this one though, this is one of those ones that is not nothing you necessarily could rap to. It's more of a listening type thing. Have you ever played Bionic Commando?
Yes, I have.
Okay, so you remember Area 5? I think it's Area 5 and a few more areas that have that song. I think I forgot what the actual name of the song was, but I love that song because it was so moody. It was like I was like, oh, this is. I'm sitting there, I'm like playing it on NES. I'm like, yo, this is like the whole soundtrack is really good, actually. Out of all the projects, I think this one, Bionic Commando, I remixed the most out of. I wouldn't. Well, no, not the most. I take that back. But I do remember coming back to that soundtrack often, and making versions. This one is off of Area 5. This one's a little bit more on the moody side. This is a little bit, once again, a little bit older, but this is really, I like it. I enjoy it.
Let's check this out. Bionic Commando remix. The heat.
It's muted.
There we go. There's the on chords right there.
Yeah. Fun fact, actually, I did not know how to I was trying to find out where, like, to play it. I'll explain later. Extra notes for me. It gets better. just faded it out from there.
Nice.
Yeah, I like that one because that one's a little bit more. That one's actually fun. So I forgot that. So when I tell you I reimagine them, sometimes I'll look at like things like I'll look for things like little tools to help. Like I'll look for like if there's like piano covers and stuff like that. So there was like the Synthesia. I think what's the name of that program that shows you where the lines that come in
Yeah,
and you can.
I can never remember the name of it.
Yeah, but you know what I'm talking about. So
Nature or something like that.
yeah, that was one of the ones that where it didn't have it for it. I had to like literally finding the chords was like a bit of a pain.
Yeah.
And I was like, fudge, where I really wanted to do it. Like I really wanted to get the chords. And I was like, where do I find I found somebody playing it, like, and I had to like literally because they always had the piano covers. It was always at that angle where you couldn't see the entire chord. You could see some of it. Yeah. So I had to like literally like earpiece it, piece it by ear. And I was like, oh.
I think that's what it's called, Scrambles.
I think that's what it's called too.
Well,
but
some of the ones I've worked on, like usually I'll go to see if there's a MIDI file somewhere.
Yeah,
I can just use that to bare bone off of. But there's some tracks that I've worked on that they don't have a MIDI for it, or it's completely wrong. It's
right
so wrong that it's not even usable. So there's times where I actually had to rip the NSF file from the ROM. And then go in by hand and actually recreate it.
Oh, that's fun.
That was time consuming.
Oh, that was fun. I can imagine that. When I mean fun, I mean time consuming because I can imagine.
Well, I can actually show you an example here. Let me
show me. Yes, please.
Bring it up here. Where did you go? Here we are. The Jungle Infiltration song from Metal Gear. Oh. I could not find a good one for this. I
one
recreate it from the NSF file.
Okay.
But the one I did. So
let's go.
This is using the GoldenEye sound files.
Okay. Guitar tips. Ooh. Boom. Boom.
Always love that with that typo.
I like that. Yeah. And then it goes back to the.
Yep. Well, when I've been working on these, both this one for Castlevania, I am using the GoldenEye sound font, so I'm going to use the GoldenEye sound effects.
Right. Okay, I got you. I see what you mean.
And the low symbols and stuff that they use. So,
got you. I got you. Okay, I like that. I like
there's a really good church organ in the GoldenEye sound font. I was rather shocked about that. But we are getting close to the end, so we got one more that we're going to listen to. Okay. And we'll start winding it down.
Okay. Darn.
What's this one, my good sir?
This one is this is what me and my friend Zero. This is one of our first project of Gamers Paradise 1 that we came. So once again, the format was he would do some tracks. Like the tracks are available for download. I just remembered if the sites are up or not. I do have a Google Drive available if you want them. Okay. They are available on my Google Drive. Like literally, that's what it's for. I have a Gamers Paradise master collection, if you will. This one is what me and him did, and this is the first project, based off of Streets of Rage 2, to go straight, and we completely reimagined it, and it was at the time for what it was. I think it was one of our fun projects. We had fun with it. And
awesome. Let's check this out. Make sure I've got audio up this time. I do. When you're your own producer, you kind of miss things every once in a while.
Right.
This could have been straight on a Dreamcast version of it.
Yeah.
Same thing.
You have to redo this one. This is a good one. I like this. You have to come back and revisit.
I can hear this on the refrigerator.
Right. So yeah. Yeah, so we wanted to keep it dancey, but we wanted to like put our own spin on it. You feel me? I like it. I like it. I like how it came out. It was fun. And I can remember just doing the iMovie for this. Like we had to get all the pictures together. Oh, I love this part. Can't get enough of your love, babe. That's what it sounds like every time, dog. Every time I hear that part, that's what I think of every time. What is love? If you don't hurt me, don't hurt me. Come on. He goes right back to it. I love it. I love how I did it. Yeah. Rate and subscribe. Good Lord. That's how long I've been on YouTube when they did the YouTube rating thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
that was awesome. Well, LG, I really appreciate you coming on and sharing your gift with us, and
thank you.
Allowing us to chat and get to know each other better, because that's what all this is all about, just getting to know each other, getting people to know you. I do want to thank everyone who hopped into the chat. Thank you to Clinton House, Scrambles the Death Dealer, Master Tulsa.
Yeah.
So short crew tonight, but it happens. We're small but we're mighty.
Yes, such is life. Such is life. Small and mighty is the best way to go sometimes.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And next week, I actually have to double check because I'm trying to remember who I have on next week.
Double check. Take your time. No rush.
The Gamersician is going to be coming on, talking about his new release, Another World. Meta Step. You just
barely missed.
Just a little behind, bud. You can always. It's not like I private these things,
Right. I was about to say, because I was what's funny, because me and him, shout out to my homeboy Edman Zero, man. He was, I haven't had a chance to talk with him a while, and I know he's doing okay, man. But yeah, I'm glad that we got a chance to to work on the project, and it was fun, because the first one was just me and him. By project 2, by the second one, I started opening up to other producers, and I've met other producers and stuff like that. It was fun. I think 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and I think 6, has multiple producers. Has multiple producers on it. Like I said, if you guys want those projects in better good quality, like I said, I have them. I have a Google Drive. Just hit me up. Matter of fact, I can
follow him on make sure to follow LG on Twitter, follow him on YouTube. Make sure to like and subscribe his channel. Like and subscribe this video, and
in his channel. Yeah, please.
I'm like a dog's hair away from monetization. It's driving me insane.
Bro, that's how it always is. I'm like, man, that's how it goes. I want
to get over the hump.
Please, I just want a little bit.
Yeah, so next week we've got Gamersician coming on, and then the week after that we've got TJ the Gamer from Master that's going to be joining us. So that's going to be a fun stream. So I'm starting to work on February bookings. So
nice.
And anyone out there wants to hop on, you're more than welcome to hit me up on Twitter, X. I'm going to give it to you.
Right. Woo.
I can't say that and not say going to give it to you.
Right, exactly.
Dumb name. I'm sorry, Elon. I like what you've done with the place, but I hate the name. It's dumb. Just Twitter should have stayed.
Where my dog's at? Okay, where is my? I'm looking for the folder.
And then obviously we did come out with Electronic Noise 2 is out full. You can actually purchase it on Bandcamp. Links are in the description. In fact, I can show you. I've got quite a bit more on there than just the 2 albums. So you've got the original Castlevania remix, and then the GoldenEye Sound Fun album. The original tracks that I did in that style is available all on Bandcamp. CJPmusic1.bandcamp.com. Okay. And that almost all goes straight to the artist, which is nice.
Nice. That's good. I like it. Let me put this in the chat here. This Google Drive should work for you. So you can put it in the description later.
Yeah, I'll pop that. Make sure I copy it now before I forget.
Okay, right. I know how that goes. Trust me, that's me with a lot of stuff. That's why
I'll forget. They'll just go home and be like, "Well, shit, why not put that there?" Oh, right.
And then you forget like weeks later, and then you're like, all of a sudden you come back, and you're like, oh, like right when you said you're doing something completely random. By the way, you're over here cooking, you're cooking, and all of a sudden it just hit you in the back of the head,
Yeah.
So you hit you.
Mr. LG, I really appreciate you coming on. This has been a blast, a fun conversation. I always like, meeting new musicians that I haven't heard before. And like I said, I had fun with you on the Legion stream.
Yes. Thank you. Shout out to the Legion.
Legion of Memers. I wouldn't have been able to do this without getting my start with them. So yeah, I do need to do that. The Pina Colada song pisses me off because it has literally zero to do with pina coladas. It's about 2 people who are complete assholes to each other, trying to cheat on each other through personal ads. That's what that song is actually about. So I rewrote the lyrics where it's actually about a pina colada drink, but I need to record it and actually get it done.
All I'm like is if you like pina coladas, I've never had one, but it sounds. I might go get one. That's
awesome.
Crazy.
Well, for everyone here at the Forgotten OneCast, I want to thank all of you for coming out here and checking us out. Again, check us out next week at 7 with the Game Musician. And like I always end every show, just keep making music. Everyone, have a good evening.